Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Louise. I am Louise, your Independent Pampered Chef Consultant. On today's episode, I want to show you how to make this. Isn't it cute? It is our Cool Veggie Pizza in the shape of a Christmas tree. It's the holidays, and this recipe will be a big hit at any of your gatherings. Get started with this Cool Veggie Christmas tree pizza, I'm going to be using my rectangle flat stone. As you can see, it is very well seasoned. I have had this stoneware since before I was a consultant, so it's probably 20 years old. Now, in true old school Pampered Chef style, we are using crescent rolls. Oh my goodness, when I started 17 years ago, almost every demo that I did involved some kind of a crescent roll recipe. So I'm going to be using a tube of that, and I'm going to create the shape of a Christmas tree. Now, you can do one big triangle if you like, or I'm going to try to be a little bit more creative and make it so that I actually have, like sweeping limbs of a tree. So I don't know if you can see exactly what I'm doing right now, but I will show you. I'm just going to put the two triangles up at the top like this, back to back. And I'm going to get my baker's roller and we'll roll those out. And then next I'm going to do another layer like this. So this piece here is going to just overlap the other one, and now you can see I'm getting a second sweep. This one will go here. Again, it's going to overlap so that this one sticks out like that. Now I need to fill in this middle section. So we'll get another piece of the crescent dough, and I'm just going to put it right here. Now remember, I'm going to get my baker's roller out and roll it all the seams and roll it flat together, and you won't even see any of that. Now for the final branches of the tree, the same thing is going to happen here. I'm going to just overlap like so. Kind of like putting a puzzle together. Now, I do have my taco ring recipe using the crescent rolls, which I'll post in the description below. But this is just a fun Christmas tree for the holidays. So this is my final swoop here. Again, overlapping. And then this one, I'm just going to tear to fill in the little holes. And again, once I roll it all out with my baker's roller, you won't even notice. All right, that's that. And let me get my baker's roller and we'll roll it all out, and I'll show you. I do have my oven preheating on 350 degrees. Now that I have all of the crescent dough formed on my stone, as you can see here, I'm just going to roll it all together so it looks like it's one piece, or at least kind of one piece. There we go. And that's all you have to do. And then I'm going to pop it into my preheated oven until the crescent roll is cooked through. I'm just going to follow what the recipe says, 12 to 15 minutes. There we go, all ready for the oven. While your crescent roll Christmas tree is cooking in the oven, it's the perfect time to get the rest of the ingredients ready. So this is what you're going to need. 1 8-ounce block of softened cream cheese. I have mine in my batter bowl softening. 1/4 cup of mayo. I am using some homemade mayo, which I made with our Flex Plus immersion blender. I'll put that little short video clip down in the description. You will also need 2 cloves of garlic and our all-purpose dill mix. And then lastly, for the decoration, you'll want an assortment of fresh vegetables. So I have my softened cream cheese in my large batter bowl, and now I'm just going to measure out 1/4 cup of the mayonnaise. And I'm going to use our measure-all cup to make that easy. This homemade mayonnaise, you guys, is the best. The best tasting mayonnaise ever. All right, so we'll add that to it. Next, I'm going to add the 2 cloves of garlic that I'm going to press with one of my favorite products and a must-have in every kitchen. That's our garlic press. Let's get that added. And then a 1 tablespoon of our all-purpose dill mix, which, by the way, I use almost nightly because I eat a lot of fish and shrimp, and I love it for that. But this makes a great dip as well. Equal parts sour cream, mayo, and then 1 to 2 tablespoons of this, and it's a delicious dip. All right, now that I have that all in here, I'm just going to mix it to get it all incorporated. And then I'll set it aside and start prepping our veggies. For my selection of veggies, I thought I would make a star out of a yellow pepper. I'm gonna cut maybe some stars or perhaps some circles of red pepper. I've got some cherry tomatoes that I'm gonna cut to make little circles. Some greenery, of course, so I've got some broccoli and a zucchini. So for this star, I'm going to try to get a flat piece of this pepper. And hopefully I can get a star out of it. Let's see here. Now, I do have a star-shaped cookie cutter. I'm going to give this an attempt. If that doesn't work, I have my little kitchen paring knife that I can easily cut a star out with. So let me just clean this up a little bit. There we go. So the idea of this is to have fun, you guys. It's the holidays. It's not supposed to be too serious or too stressful. Am I right? I think this will give me a perfect little star shape. So this is just a metal cookie cutter that I have had for eons. I don't even know like when I got it, but it is going to work perfectly. There we go. Cut this last little piece off here. There we have the star for the top of the Christmas tree. So I'm just gonna set that aside. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting some circles. So I am using our core, and you can use anything to cut circles that you want. Now, I'm not gonna waste any of this. These are gonna be my little Christmas balls for the Christmas tree. So none of this is gonna go to waste. I'm gonna save all of my scraps because obviously that's gonna go into a recipe later on for dinner. So nothing goes to waste here. All right, so just a few circles, you get the idea, right? Super easy to do. Now for the cherry tomato, well, that's super easy because I'm just going to cut these in half like this. And look, that's already a perfect little circle, am I right? I think I lost one down in my sink. We'll just leave it there. So just cut a few of these. You can even just cut these into smaller pieces, however you want to do it. Again, like I said, it's not something serious. We're just having fun. Fun with our food, right? Who said you shouldn't play with your food? Of course you should play with your food. All right, now I'm just gonna cut some zucchini. Pretty much whatever vegetable you like to eat raw, because this is a cool veggie pizza. Once the crust comes out of the oven, we let it cool completely before we put the spread on and our veggies. So whatever veggies you like to eat raw are the veggies that you're gonna wanna put on your pizza. So I love some zucchini, so I'm just gonna cut some bigger pieces of zucchini, and again, using my core, see if I can get 2 balls out of this. I'm just gonna, where did it go? Oh, here it is. See, I might have cut that a little bit too thick. I'll cut that in half so that there you go. So we got some zucchini. You can actually leave it big if you wanted, you know, like cut it thinner and just have big Christmas balls, which I think I'll actually do now that I think about it. Now, what am I gonna do with the broccoli? Well, our Christmas tree is gonna need a base, right? So I'm gonna cut a big chunk to be the base of our Christmas tree. And then I'm gonna use my food chopper to make some greenery, like chopped. I'll show you. So I'm just gonna save the this part of the broccoli, and I'm gonna somehow use it at the bottom of the base. But I also wanna chop up some of this broccoli into fine little pieces. So I'm going to use one of our old products, the food chopper. When I started my business all those years ago, the food chopper was one of our #1 selling products. Now I tend to use the manual food processor more often, but still a great product to have in your kitchen. So I'm just going to set aside, look, all my little circles for my, set this aside. I'll be using all those scraps later on. And I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some of this broccoli. Now I want them in little tiny pieces, like green confetti, pretty much. This is a great product. You've had a stressful day at work. You're mad at the kids, your husband made you upset, your spouse, your boyfriend, your friend, whatever the case may be. Get all your aggression out with the good old food chopper. Love it. All right, I may just do a little bit more, and that's probably going to be enough. I can adjust as I'm decorating my tree. So I took the crust out and it's just cooling, and once it is cooled completely, then we can start the decorating process. All right, so the Christmas tree crescent roll has cooled, and voila, we have it now in the shape of a tree, and now it's time to start having fun and decorating it. So the first step is to just frost it or spread our cream cheese mixture all over. So I'm just gonna use our spreader and get that spread evenly across it. Now the cream cheese mixture is obviously gonna hide any of these imperfections. And quite honestly, you cannot go wrong with anything made on a crescent roll. Now it's time to decorate your Christmas tree any way you would like. So obviously I'm going to start with the star at the top of the tree. And I'm going to sprinkle on the chopped broccoli because it's a tree, so we want it green. So I'm just going to sprinkle this on. This is when you can get your kids involved and they can have fun decorating the Cool Veggie Pizza tree any way they would like. Again, remember, you're just using vegetables that you're going to want to eat raw. There we go, that's probably enough. And now I'm going to add a little bit of cauliflower as the popcorn garland. I'm sure we've all had popcorn garland on our Christmas trees. So I'm just gonna put these on, kind of in a swaying motion like you would your garland. I think that's what it's called anyway. There we go. All right. Again, if you don't like cauliflower and broccoli, then you pick something else to put on there. Wait, I wanna go this way. There we go. All right, I have that swinging in this way. All right, so let me make it look a little bit more like it's swinging, not such in a line. There you go. Get different piece here. There you go. All right, next I'm going to start adding the ornaments. So I'm going to add a few of these cute little colored circles that I did of the pepper, the bell pepper. I'm very, I'm not sure the word, symmetrical. I try not to be, but I am. I'm going to add a few of the orange ones or yellow peppers. See how fun this is? Absolutely adorable. Let me put that one that way. Couple over there. Here. Let's see. Here. Circle here. How about some tomato? Remember we cut up the tomato? I'll just add a little bit of tomato here and there. Again, whatever vegetables you like. Let me swing that down a little bit. There you go. All right, a few more of these tucked in. I think our Christmas tree is looking absolutely adorable. Now the final thing I'm going to add to the Christmas tree is the stump. So I just got a little bit of the broccoli and I'm going to use a little bit of the cheese mixture, cream cheese mixture, to attach it right there to make it look like the stump. And let me hold it up so you guys can take a look at it. Look how absolutely adorable this is. I bet this will be a hit at any of your holiday parties this Christmas time. Remember to subscribe, like, and ring the bell so you will be notified of any of my upcoming videos. Thanks for watching, you guys, and have a very Merry Christmas. Bye.